All right, good morning, Adam. Good morning, Becca. Good morning, Brad. Sheila, good morning. Larry, good morning. Marty, good morning. Safe Steven, good morning. Diego, good morning. What we got going on here is a market that's selling off at the open, and we have the 200 and 100 are in sync on the short side, and we have a target. That target is Globex, which is 391 and a quarter, and we're heading that way. So we got very close to Globex. I mean, we hit our target, which is target number 3 right here. Yeah, we got it down to It will be interesting if we end up putting a captain set up long on the 200. Let me see here. Yeah, right here, if they close at 26, that would be, I'm going to post an order. So if they break that 427, then I'm going to go take that captain set up long for a fade that will go to 444 or burst back up to the 50s and the 60s. But that is contingent on the closure of this candle. If this current candle sells off into Globex, then I'm going to cancel my order. Right here, we had a captain setup and the market moved nicely. Yeah, no, it doesn't look like it's going to do that. Yep, canceling that order. We hit Globex, we hit our target. Next target is 366. 366. Let's take a look at the bigger picture. So overnight, we didn't have that many rotations in the market. Not really. And that tells me on this is the 200 into Rinko, that it's going to be similar to how we started yesterday. How we started yesterday was a slow grinding consolidation. Then the market made a big move later on in the day. And today is the last day before tomorrow. Tomorrow's the market is off. It's Good Friday, so we may get similar patterns unless news starts to have its impact. Right now, the 200 is right at Globex first touch. The odds are, they're going to try to protect it and test and retest in this area. Plus, we got the bottom end of the Globex band. Not the Globex band, excuse me, the cloud, the bottom end of the cloud. So we're right at the bottom end of the cloud. So you would expect a little bit of back end fill. But I'd rather be short than long, unless the market breaks that 450. So we had one switch trade, second and the third, and like you almost are tempted to say, hey, listen, they're just pumping the brakes off this price action. Yeah. Yeah, we're getting a little bit of a retest here. The market is out of sync. And this is the first test of Harmony Zone number 2. And I think it's gonna just do this number. Let it flush sell. I'm gonna flatten that trade. It's just on a first touch basis. I mean, it gave us like $100 or so. It needed to do a lot more than what it's doing right now. Like it shouldn't have been sitting here. There you go. They're coming back in. Oh yeah. Okay, good for them. I guess I needed to be a little bit more patient. Morning, David. Morning. So first touch, Harmony zone number 2, got there, fluctuated a little bit, could not close that higher candle. Now the market is in sync back in the short side, and we're breaking down. A little bit of patience. That would have been a 40 plus point trade. Good morning, Larry. Breaking Globex right now. Can I get my shares back, please? No luck, huh? Right in the right spot. It was trading in the right spot. Hmm. You post a YouTube video on Legend Prop Firm. Well, at least somebody made money off of this damn thing. Good job, Adam. Yeah, that one was a little bit. I gotta wake up. I gotta wake up, right? Gotta wake up. See, that's part of us getting used to fast process action. Then you get something like that where it just sits there. Makes you overthink the trade. But ultimately, as long as the Harmony zone number 2 is holding up and not really breaking into that 65, should have gotten a reversal, which we did, then a retest, which is a re-entry and an add, and then you got that move into Globex. All right, on with the next trade. Holy crap. Wow. Everybody congratulate Adam on his first or second payout of $200 or 2K. Doesn't matter really, but his first payout with, what is it? Take profit. $200 at TPT. It's a 3-year journey, and Mr. Adam has made it. And when you start getting the taste of it, when you start tasting that money, boy, you'll become the machine. Good job, Adam. Yeah, it starts with 200 and then you're 10 grand and from 10 grand to more. So the market is retesting Harmony Zone number 2 for the second time. We like the first time. And market reversed. Okay. Now pullbacks are buyable on a swing trade basis, and we got a target of 91, which we probably get there in like 2 seconds here. Yeah, if that's your goal, David, man, I mean, it's not a job. It seems like you seem like you have a business, which is different. Trading, the trading business is a business too. It just, yeah. Target is hit. Next target is 516. Let's go. That first touch was a decent one. Second touch, market just blew right through it. Now we're playing the other side of this market. And that's how it starts, David. You first stop losing so much and stop losing so often, and then you become efficient at the process of, seeing where the traps are at and how you could effectively avoid them or manage them if you are in them and you recognize it. So now you start losing less and less and less and less often. And from there, you start, getting that equity curve slightly up and down, up and down, up and down. Then start doing this 45-degree angle on your equity, and you're still gonna go through days where I don't know, you become boneheaded or something. But as long as you catch yourself and adjust. All right, so what is the market doing? Market is moving to its next target, which is 516. Okay, so Adam is saying something nice here, or good. My turning point was loving your winners and hating your losers. Cut them off with stops. That was his turning point. And I secondhand that. That is definitely. You get sick and tired of losing. It's like, what the hell? It doesn't feel good. Nobody wants to be the nail every single day. Sometimes you want to be the hammer. You figure that out. You're like, okay, well, how do I do this? Well, okay. How do I lose the most? I go all in and I have no stops. Okay, well, let me stop that and do something else. Adding to your winners is a big one too. Yeah, trailing, that's a big one. But winners almost on a daily basis. And that is a big one. Don't add to your losers, but you have to define them as losers. Like, what is a loser? What is a losing trade? So you have to define that very, fast. Like, okay, if you have a 15-point stop and the market hits your 15-point stop, then you move your stop lower and you add to the trade because you're trying to save it. That's adding to your loser. So you got to define that clearly. What does that mean? Stephen, good morning. All right, so the market got very close to the top end of the range, flipped back. Now it's testing Harmony zone. No mas, senor, no mas. No mas, buddy. No mas. That's how we all lose money. Not only you, everybody, every single one of them. All right, so testing Harmony zone number 1. Let's see if we get to 2. First touch bases on 2, that would get you in the 40s and the 31s. 40s. I mean, 40s is one of them. And I have an ad. I mean, I don't want to add at the 20. I'll see. David, there's a trick to that, my friend. And the trick is to be in the moment, and how you get into the moment. If you're looking at my screen, I have this scrolling on YouTube, obviously. But you see this word says at the bottom, breathe. So when you get into in the trade, be conscious of your breathing and take a circular breath, meaning 4 second inhale, pause for 4 second, exhale for 4 second, pause for 4 second. So do that while you're in the trade. It sinks you into what you're seeing, and it takes out the emotions out of your trade, and it's really helpful. Then it detaches you from the emotions, and then you'll make better decisions. I'm looking for a push to the 90. I took 1, I took 2, and I want to see a push. 9 o'clock, okay. Ooh, nasty, nasty, nasty. Okay, I gotta put a stop right here. I didn't realize it's the bottom of the hour. Damn it. Oh, the top of the hour. I should have gotten out of that one earlier. But let's see what we've done. I think I'm up money on it. I don't know. Yeah, but that reversal kind of got me on that one. So I was up 700. Okay, so I'm up $100 total. I gotta take my 5-minute break. I'll be back. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. I'll be back. All right. Okay, so that's that for that trade, and we're back, and we were seeing another run up, a test, and a retest. The market's getting back in sync on the short side. I got in. I got in good though. I got in good, and I added to it, and I added to it. If that thing popped, it would have been one and done. Take care, Steven. How are you doing today? Hey, that's good. Up 75. Now the market is putting a switch trade at Globex. Bigger picture conversation. Yeah. So we bounced off of Globex. We're coming back to retest Globex. The target is lower, and that is 366. If we break 426, that's a big deal. Wow. Captain set up switch trade on 70 NT Renko. I mean, that's a big deal. Market is out of sync. And that's gonna push the price the way this is moving here with this captain sub switch trade. We're gonna push the price a little bit higher here. Okay, first touch of Harmony Zone number 2. So this area here between 423 all the way down to 91 is going to be very, very critical because you got yourself captain setup switch trade long. The market is out of sync. I mean, they're trying to challenge it, but I think what they're going to do is they're going to play this game and try to make higher low. We'll see. I wanna watch more of this price action. This area is a non-trending area. Speed, range, and behavior. Speed is moderate. Range is contracting. Behavior right now is short is the dominant force. However, we have a pocket of buyers that's trying to defend itself between this range and Globex. There's a ton of stops just sitting under the 370s and 380s, that range. And we want to see what the market does with it. Like right here in this area, if the longs want to come in, that's where they need to be coming in. Here they go. Well, that's a little bit of them. Rather be looking at the rallies as a shorting opportunity. Here you go. They're trying to pick off the stops. Market is in sync on the short side. Yeah, they're trying to make a double bottom here. But let them run it up, and I rather be short than long. I mean, they're trying to protect the captain setup switch trade formation, but if it was really truly a massive level, it would have kind of made a higher low already, and it hasn't been. The big target is 366. on NQ, and let's take a look at ES. ES has a Globex target of 5308, and it's a little bit stronger than NQ. Okay, Nvidia is taking a little bit of heat this morning, not as much as yesterday, but it's selling pressure coming in at 101.67. If they break it down below 100 again, I'm gonna start looking at buying it. Here you go, taking out the stops. Pushing. Okay. Going back to retest Globex. That's what they're probably gonna do here. That would be a nice little trap for the shorts, to be honest with you. Then they can run it up to past the 400. Yeah, I think that's what they're trying to do here. Yup. Okay. I'll take that scalp for a couple of hundred. This is a continuation trigger trade into lower prices. So we went short, just took the scalp version of it. Oh, you're out of here. You're out of here, Adam? Or? Oh, Steven. Oh, Steven, yeah. Target's 341. Moving on to the next rotation. And target is hit. Next target is 316. Let's look at the big picture. And we're moving under Globex and we're heading toward the next target. You have stop runs that could take you under 81 and 300. As long as the market is in sync on the short side, that's the direction. It's a Friday into a Monday. Friday into a Monday. Target is hit. Next target is 291. Then we have the 85 stop run right under that. Well, that entry is solid, man. Look at that. Trail, 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 trail. And boom. Targets. How's everybody doing, by the way? Checking on everybody. Adam, where you at? Becca, Brad, Sheila, any trades? Larry, where we at? Marty, and Safe. Good morning, Safe. How are you, buddy? And David, where you at? David, Diego. All right, we'll be back. Okay. So, I mean, I'm back, and yeah, they dropped it, man. They dropped the hell out of this thing. Took out the 300. We talked about the 75, and we got there and bleeded a little bit and bounced back and retested Harmony Zone number one. So, rallies are shortable on a swing trade basis. Nothing really changed. And we're looking for the next trade. Okay, so we got Adams 1300 on 1 PA and 1K on 2 evaluations. Becca up 210. Trading micros, good. Marty up 400. Up 324. Larry is up. There you go. Shorted gold. Good for you. We got Nvidia at 100 and a quarter. I'll probably break that thing down today. So what does that mean? That means, I mean, we did this yesterday and then bounced back up. So if they break the 100 again, the 100 is very a psychological number. If they break it, you'll see 96, and if they break that, then you got lower prices. I have orders sitting really at 86. But we'll see. I may have to adjust it. I'm looking for a panic selling pressure if they produce it. And if you break 96, you're going to speed up the price action lower. Did that happen from 65 and test? Man, these first tests, the first test of a Harmony Zone number 2, like that one worked, this one worked, this one worked. Like 3 of them worked today. Okay, so the double bottom behavior that they're putting on. Yeah, sorry to hear that, David. That sucks, but I'm sure. I mean, I think you're probably trying to go along in this drop, and that's what got you. That is correct, Diego. All of the above. I developed the software. The indicators are the Harmony trading system. It's proprietary. I developed, and the method that accompanies it. It's based on rule-based system. And you're okay. So the market shifted. That's pullbacks are buyable against the low of 266 and a half. So, but we're in the middle of the range. So most likely we're gonna just experience, back and fill and a lot of consolidations and stuff like that. But we need the cloud to be positive, and in order for that to happen, we almost have to go all the way up to Globex, and Globex is 391 and a quarter. So on a scalping basis only, this market may present us with some long opportunity, and we'll find some of the shorts coming back in and trying to assert themselves. But one spot for the shorts is the 360 to the 370, because that's the top end of the cloud. Yeah, so see that? I mean, we hit close to it, close to the 360, and came back in. ES, let's talk about ES here shortly, and we're breaking under Globex. A reversal at 5308.75 will put a basically that means that the market ran the stops and now they're reversing back and consolidating. So we're gonna take a look at that and watch and see how they react above Globex, and if that continues, then you're gonna get an upward momentum. But we could clearly see that ES is weaker than NQ. So for this rally to hold, you really need ES to start getting back in sync. They keep pushing against that area. I mean, I don't want to necessarily just fade it just that way. I almost want to see that whole candle close lower, and then I will have uh, places to measure my risk against. But this zone right here is a zone where the market is experiencing a lot of resistance, which is the top end of the cloud. And if you see what they've done here, it's early on in the establishment of the trend. This is a little bit further down, so you want to be a little bit more careful. But a one candle reversal to 330 and then a reversal back or a rally back up, we can measure risk and look for an entry. If the market busts out of the high, then you're looking for a retest of Globex at that point. They're spending a lot of time here. Almost hitting target. Market is in sync on the long side, but we're running into resistance here. Here it comes. Here you go. See how sneaky they are? They're sneaky. Sneaky bastards, that's what they are. Fucking dropped it like 30 points in a second. And we're probably gonna get a retest of Harmony Zone number 1. Okay, here we go. We're retesting Harmony Zone number 1. Market is out of sync. Look at them. Yeah, that's a bullish behavior. Holding on to this Harmony Zone number 1. Yeah, it's okay, Rebecca. Just enjoy yourself. Yeah, I know it's a little bit slow, but you're good. You're good. You're good. Any more trades for you, or you still? I think you weren't you up today? Let me see here if I can see. Oh, you're up 210. Any more trades in that? I think we potentially could get pushed toward Harmony Zone number 2 the way this market is acting. Market is out of sync. And we're right at a whole number too, which is 300. Oh, you got the straight funded ones? Wow. Which size did you buy? Okay, so the market is testing Harmony zone number 2, I mean 1, and trying to hold on to it. You know Brett? You know Brett personally? Are you serious or are you just kidding? All right, so the market, so that's a reversal right here. Oh, really? Wow. That's the story. All right, I'll be back. Okay. Perfect bounce off option two. Oh, man, yeah, I see that. They bounced off of it and just took off. That's cool. That's cool. I don't know. Did you jump in on that one, Becca? Hitting glow back. So I mean, what is that telling us? It's telling us that the market just imbalanced into Good Friday. I mean, that's what that means. And now we're gonna back off a little bit. Oh, you jumped in. Good for you. You probably made some money on that one because it's really never. I can't even see the pause. I mean, there was a pause here, then a pause at Globox. Here we go. All right, let them pull back a little bit here. Harmony zone number 2 is 66 by 56. 66 by 56. Let's see if they get there. All right, they're struggling up here, struggling here, and if we actually end up breaking 78, we will produce a captain setup short and dip to the 60s and the 50s. So I gotta watch for that, the 78, because look at how the market is behaving up here. High, another high, almost the same price, and now you get this one candle reversal. The odds are the next candle is gonna close lower. Okay, so that's not what they did, and the market is running up to the next target of 466. Pullbacks are viable on a swing trade basis, and let's see it. Yeah, they're bouncing off Harmony Zone number 2 here. Okay, that's a reversal. So the big picture here, let's take a look at the big picture. 200 NT Rinko, the market runs up to the middle of the range, at glowbacks, and then reverses. So from a continuation, we're looking at a channel that's looking like this. So the longs really need to break anything above 50, 450, in order for them to take control. And as long as we're under that channel and under Globex, the shorts are the dominant force. And like Adam said, it's a chess game. And we will win it. Okay, I'll be back. Okay. Oh man, look at that. That's a test of Harmony Zone number 2. Hey, Rebecca, did you get involved? Man, I keep taking breaks right about these times when these things do this. I may need to change my break time. Because that's a nice test. I mean, almost to the tick and Globex. You got both these things working for you. Sugar, good morning. Yeah, you see that run up, Becca? I mean, I really hit it to the tick. Globex and the first touch, Harmony Zone number 2, and just boom. Where you at, Diego, anyway? So, market is perking back up here. I'm a Harmony Trading System trader. It's a rule-based system. And it produces automatic signals. On Netherlands? Oh, okay, that's cool. It's a beautiful country. Sugar, okay. Let me see. Metro Detroit. Oh, okay, welcome. Yeah. I hail from Frisco, Texas. And it's beautiful out there today. So we're getting a market that's spending a lot of time around Globex. What does that mean? It's a market imbalance. So in and around this area, you'll typically get a lot of noise. So we need to see a separation either above that 440 or below the 340. Anything in between, you're gonna get a lot of sloppy price action. So the strategy is I will wait for the market to be in harmony, which is defined by this chart right here. So in this chart, you have this prior candle is long, and the cloud is positive. That is a premium market that is in harmony on the long side. Then I come into a smaller Rinko bar value, like this one is the 70 NT Rinko, and I look for one of 5 signals. The top 3 are the most used, which are a captain setup, railroad, and a switch trade. So a captain setup looks like this. Here you go. It's a perfect example, actually. Here we go. It's a 4-candle formation that ends up breaking up, or in the case, it could be breaking down, so it doesn't matter. So that's a confirmation of it. That's a captain setup. A switch trade is a 3-candle formation where the market makes a high, a low, and a high, and then breaks. And a railroad is this. And actually, I got it in here too. So that's where the market hits the middle of the range, which is that dotted line, and close lower. Or, in this case, close higher. And that's it. I mean, there's other nuances, but keep it simple. Market in harmony. We understand the behavior. We understand the signal. Risk management, rinse and repeat. And we hyper focus on the room, in the room at trading. I mean, they're trying to bottom this market down here, but we'll see. Man, you're going to make me age myself here. 2010. But I've been trading, I've been full-time since 2010. But I traded in 2000 for 4 years with a prop firm professionally. Then I left it from 2000 to actually 98 to 2004. Then I took a break for 6 years. Started a business, a bunch of other things. Then I went back to trading in 2010, and I've been full-time since then. So the Harmony training system started the building of its 2010. I think by 2012, the majority of what you see was there. Then I just did enhancements on it, visual enhancements. I think 2015. And what you see is what you see. And I'm a vendor with NinjaTrader, by the way. So I got this software license through NinjaTrader. So anyway, so market is coming in and testing Harmony zone number 2. And it's not really holding up right here. Sure. I talk to people all the time. Yeah. So yeah, send me a DM. I'll give you my email, and you could just send it there. Support. Just to let you know, I'll be going on a 1 week vacation on May 23rd, and coming back the what's that? The May 23rd, coming back on the 2nd of June. So either anytime after the vacation or before. All right. So what is the market doing here? Okay. So they're dancing around Globex. So that's what they're doing. And in a market that does this, you're getting, the market is getting in harmony, out of harmony, in harmony, out of harmony. So we're gonna have to follow what the 70 NT Rinko is doing right here. And right now they're just buying it, but they're buying it into a run up toward harmony zone number 2. Harmony zone number 2 is resistance at this point. So we want to see how well they handle it. Like, I don't want to just take first touch of that zone, because I think we had it earlier on, and that's what this move was all about. I mean, if they reverse this market, which they look like they're about to here, then that will set the stage for a bit of a short on a rally, and then the target will be the low at 29, and then the big target of 316 and a quarter. There's a bunch of stops sitting right under 340, so if they catch them, they'll just speed up on the downside. $42. They need to get to 42, because that will set the market to be in sync. And obviously we have to watch the 87. Here it comes. Here we come. Here they come. They're playing around with it, but here we go. Okay, so rallies are shortable on a swing trade basis with a target. Target's 316. And we should be seeing a bit of a flush coming through here. And there's stops right under the 28 that they come and pick up. Just be careful, though. Yeah. You don't want to see 367. That's a stop. Speed, range, and behavior. Speed is moderate, a slow to moderate actually. Range, overall, it's a market that's constantly in a tight range. It's consolidation patterns all day long, really. And the behavior right now is dominantly short. And we have a market that is in harmony, and we have this as a signal at 55, but we're really looking for a break under 30. Yeah, there. You don't want to see 67. That means they're going to counter trend. Yep. So now if they take this candle and close it lower, then yes, we will play the game. But nah. We didn't want to see 67. We got 67. So there's no momentum. They're not. They're going at the top end of the Globex band and the bottom end of the Globex band, and they're just bouncing the market to the middle of the range. So, and then you have a 100 Inti-Rinko captain setup. So what is that telling me? Tell me it's a mixed market. A mixed market. I saw that, Rebecca. Yeah, that's a mixed market. Then you have a buy signal here on the 100 Inti-Rinko, and that's what I'm looking. Give me a second here. Yeah, that captain set up long, and we were breaking Globex, so they're playing games. I mean, this is the kind of environment that will chop the majority of traders. So I have to be extremely careful and look for multiple verifications. Like, look, that was another touch of Harmony Zone number 2. Let's see if they run it back up. And if they fail that run up, a 53 close, 53 and a quarter close would be significant, and they just did it. Now rallies are shortable again, and they're about to break that captain setup on the 100, and that's going to be a big deal. So the shorts are really in control of the narrative here, and the longs are putting attempts, and those attempts are simply just getting faded, and with force. I mean, considering that tomorrow is the market is going to be off, I'm under trading this market just because of that. It's typically on a first touch basis, Diego. It's a run up into, like, they run the stops into that zone, and by then it's a big move, because I mean, I'll give you an example. I mean, you went from 30 to 96, 60 points, and they run the stop right above the most recent high, and they just get tired. So, Harmony Zone number 2 on those pullbacks, either long or short, at a minimum will give you a pause that you can navigate through and go break even. And by the time they get up there, they're so tired that a lot of times you see that reversal, and boom, you're automatically up 30 points, and then boom, you got more money on the downside. So yeah, take care, buddy. Take care, Eric, and welcome back. Yep. Yeah, I need to put those charts back on, Rebecca, because with the volatility that we were having, I took them out. But their Apex is running their discount right now for 80%. They did not change their pricing. They're actually just uh, give us an 80% discount on all accounts. What type of account you're trying to get into, and what did you see when you tried to sign up? Oh, the 300. So 300 is 80% as well. Let me take a look. What are you seeing on your end? 65? Yeah, I think they were having it lower before, but that promo ended, and now they have just the 80%. All right, the market is in sync on the short side, and they are really tried very hard to reverse it. And there's so many stops sitting at 330, and if they pick them up, we're gonna sell off. I mean, if you find yourself up for the day and you have a day off tomorrow, and the market is slow, and we're coming into lunch, yeah, that's what I'm seeing here too. Seeing 64 on the 300,000 account. Yep, it was cheaper, but that promo's over. They just got the 50. They got the 80% only. They're trying to encourage people to trade the bigger accounts, so this way they have a bit more risk room. But I trade the 50s, and that's mainly the accounts that I trade. Oh, no, noise. Here we go. Something happened. Somebody said something. It's 11 o'clock, by the way. I'm trading NASDAQ. I trade that daily, and I'm up 324. That's what I do on a daily basis, buddy. Become an expert at one thing. That's a meat grinder if I ever seen one. Look at that. Captain setup, you run it up to Globex, you come back, you buy it back. I mean, they're punching people in a mailbox here. 40 to 60 point range, and they're just slapping people around. No breaking either way. So you know, ultimately the pressure is really truly on the short side. But they made a low. Look at the second low; it's a little bit higher. The third low is a little bit higher. The fourth, this one, if it reverses, then the market is going to run up. If they come and pick off the stops right under, then we're gonna get to our target, and our target is 316. I'd rather be short than long, unless we break above Globex, and Globex is 391 and a quarter. Yeah, they chopped him good, but yeah, sorry to hear that, Money. I know it's been rough. Whenever the market is just consolidate right there, it makes it a little bit tough. I mean, what did I do here? I mean, I went short here. I didn't even stick around on that trade. I give back like $50. Then I picked up Harmony Zone number 2 pullback buy, and that was perfect. I got in here. I added a third one, and I made money on 2 of them. Lost money on the third one. Then the market ran up. But I had to take my stop. Then I took a short right here for a quick scalp, and then pretty much I've been watching it, considering that tomorrow is Good Friday. I think my anticipation is the market is going to be choppy, because the volume is going to decrease, and you're getting a 3-day holiday, and the news cycle is very active. So a lot of traders are just basically pulling back and just waiting. Nobody wants to really truly commit to holding a lot of their positions over a 3-day holiday, where any tariff news can come in and gap up or gap down the market big time on Sunday. So you got an environment where there's not a lot of commitment from traders in direction, and you have low volume, and you have 3-day holiday. What do you think is going to happen in this market? This chop, 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 and so now they're breaking, and they're picking off those stops down there, which is good. They love that Harmony Zone number 2. Anyway, guys, I mean, it's 11:04. It's a profitable day. I'm just gonna call it a day and just get going. Okay, well, here Adam is yeah. Happy Easter, everybody. Yeah, that was it. That was almost got to that 16 to the tick, and they just boom stopped it. But that's the target. Look at this nonsense. Just look at how they just trap the living hell out of people and then run it up. What is going on? Raymond, take care, buddy. Fort Erie, Ontario. Yeah, you'll get him, Money. You'll get him. You get him. My first advice is breathe. Just breathe. Remember to breathe. Hey, Adam, I hope you didn't get caught up in that one. Because that was vicious. I mean, like literally, they flush it. They came and picked off the stops right under the 30. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Yeah, money. Um, I picked up some money in the morning. I was like, all right, I know what they're trying to do today. They're trying to chop people. There's a captain set up short on the 100 NT Rinco. See how that is working here? They put one in, ran it up just slightly, and now they put another one short, and they're trying to run it back up. That's just, yeah, it is. It is. Now you're getting a bunch of other things. You're getting 200 NT Rinco captain set up if you trust any of it. So it's just a market that is very, very choppy. And it has to be some news in the market right now. Oh, you took no trade? Safe? Yeah. I don't blame you. If they close that 420, then the market's going to run up to the 40s. But they got to close above 20. Yeah, it is very tricky. It is tricky. Here goes a run up to 30. It's going to happen here very quickly. See ya. Yep. All right, guys. Good work. Good work, everybody. Enjoy your weekend. Happy Easter. And we'll see you on the next one. And the quote of the day, by the way, we didn't talk about that one. Be fearful when others are greedy, and be very, very greedy when everybody is fearful. That's Warren Buffett for you. Greatest investor, not a trader, but same applies. See you guys on the next one.